If you follow me on Facebook, you probably would have seen this already. But this is what it's probably going to look like, except these two paintings I'm definitely gonna take the ship one because it's Ocean Park. So I'm gonna be catering to a sort of oceany community. So this market one, I'm not sure what I'm gonna put in there. I have too many paintings that I love, and none of them ever get to see the light of day. So it's gonna be really, really hard, especially since I'm trying to offload some of these hoops. I think that would be more appropriate for a craft fair setting, are these little hoops. Some random little things, like anything I could fit, because I really couldn't fit that much. It's so unsatisfying. But yeah, tons of books on this thing. I made the pole to hang the things off of. And I'm gonna put this the Maggie painting over here, up there, because I want to have something that demonstrates how I'm doing pet illustrations. And I have this little annoying square up here. I don't know what to put up there. I could fit a little hoop, except that the top two holes are covered, so I can't put any dowels in there. So I can't hang anything there. It's annoying. Anyway, the craft fair is on the 27th, so there's still some time. And to be honest, I'm kind of burnt out on it. I don't really care about it anymore. I'm like full apathetic mode. Didn't really accomplish much yesterday. I did a couple more butterflies because I still have a couple of frames. This one's not as shiny as I wanted it to be, but oh well. This is my favorite one so far. Look at him. He's so cool. I took feathers out of my pillows to make his antenna, just on a whim. I actually really like how the body turned out, even though I didn't like it at the time. But it's very cool. I'm excited about that one. I have to label these. I'm less excited about this other one, because I think once it gets to a certain size, the less detailed part of it is only going to hurt it. It's not as shiny as I expected it to be either. So I feel like I should do something a bit more detailed for this box, or not. I might just take this as is, because the more details, the longer time, and I need to keep the price of these low, because I don't think that I would be able to thanks. I don't think that I would be able to price them like a painting, just because perception wise they look like they don't take as long, even though I feel like this takes a bit of a long time, if only because I have to literally customize the frame itself so that I can do this, which is what takes a bunch of time, and the cost of the frame as well. So it's kind of like, compared to the hoops, for example, which I charge $50 for, regardless of how long I spent on it or what time it was, because it was just like a daily, monthly like thing. So they just have that flat price. And I don't think I could even, I don't know if I would be able to get away with charging that much for these, even though it would have taken a similar amount of time and craftsmanship and the cost of the frame as well. So like, I feel like this is probably worth more than $50, but I don't think I can even charge $50. Like, it just... What is this? Not grass, I don't think. The smoke bush is out, and ooh, what is that? My cherry tree is making cool things like branches. I'm so excited about this cherry tree, seriously. I don't recognize this leaf. What is that? There's a bunch of little ones. What is that? It smells so friggin' good today. This whole city just smells like flowers and peat moss and dirt. Tried to get away, did ya? Tomorrow's the craft fair, so I guess I need to do what I needed to do now, and I guess I could just stow these in my car overnight, and then I only have the product to pack. That's a good idea, right? I have so much car stuff in the trunk though. I was just all excited about April, because like we had the art show one weekend, and then what would have been an art friend weekend after that, and then this exciting craft fair, and I was like so geared up for April to be like this really exciting, joyful month, which would have like picked me up just in time for May, because even though May is like my favorite month season wise, it's my birth month, so it's kind of like it's extra difficult for me. This did not go well. Nothing really went that well this month. No, not a single thing. Like the art show was okay, but I don't know, like nobody goes to them. That's the thing. Like they put a painting on the wall, and then the only people who show up are the artists themselves, which is not really that productive. And now I'm like not really interested in doing this craft fair at all. Like I don't feel optimistic about it. I feel like it's gonna be 8 hours of working for no real gain when I could be doing something nice with my day off. I don't know, like just I'm not feeling it. No, last time I parked at the Safeway without much trouble, but I don't know if I want to do it again. So I had a slight emotional breakdown last night because I couldn't find my Square reader. It's for taking credit cards on your phone. It's very cool and very useful, and I treat it preciously like cash, and for some reason it just wasn't where it was supposed to be. And I've been doing this thing lately because I've been running out of space in my little corner, that not everything has a specific home, and I've been moving things sometimes to safer places and then forgetting where those safe places are. And so I had a fit, sort of like for an hour I was trying to find the thing, and I found it next to a box that I had emptied entirely and picked through. And I'm so glad, because John was willing to go to Canadian Tire to buy one, because you can buy them for $10, except that I really didn't think that he was going to be able to find it, because it had one in stock, which means zero. And I used to work there, so I'd never seen anything like that. I didn't think that they would even sell it in the first place, let alone have any in stock. But I found it, and it was a huge relief. And now my biggest concern today was finding somewhere to park. But I did find a spot here next to a forest, so I don't think anyone's going to bother me here. Or tow me or ticket me or anything. There's no signage, so... I'm back. Now I have to dismantle everything. Meh. Guess I'll take this apart. I don't know. I really doubt that I'll be doing another craft fair within the next year. The business itself was really lousy, but it always is. Like, I don't know what it is about craft fairs, but no one like goes to them anymore. I don't know. Also, like the market, I think like the people who buy my stuff are, I don't know, they just seem like slightly younger than the typical person who goes to these craft fairs. Although for the number of people that were there, it was actually not too bad. Hi, baby. I think, well, I sold $99 of things. A lot of it was actually just like leftover 5x7 prints, which kind of surprised me, but I'm happy about that because I don't know what to do with them otherwise. And like one book. And I offloaded one of the really old originals that I had on super deep discount. And yeah. So all in all, it was like a gigantic loss. Because you think about it, like the table would have been at least $150, maybe a little more than that. So I already lost. And then there's, you know, I don't even really think about like car travel and stuff, even though it's like gas costs like $1.70 per liter. And there's like 4 liters in a gallon, so have fun doing that math because I'm not gonna. And 10 hours of my time. So like, you know, like that's quite a lot of money right there that I'm losing. Like I'm not actually making it otherwise on a Saturday, but I'm just saying like time really does cost money. Like I could be doing things at home for that, or I could be having a really nice day. So yeah, it's a gigantic loss, but I enjoy it every time. Like I really like the social aspect of it. I really like chatting with people about their pets or their hobbies or their jobs and stuff like that. I really like that. You wouldn't think so, but I do, and I feel kind of energized a little bit. Yeah. That instant coffee I had this morning did nothing. It gave me a stomach ache and that was it. By 3 o'clock we were all falling asleep. And one person left early. Because there's always one person who leaves early. And at the craft fair there's usually always like one table that does really well. And it's always either like a food vendor or a quirky jewelry vendor. It's always like one person gets a lot of sales and then everyone else kind of sleeps. So, I don't know. I'm very proud of my display though, and I think that's why I get perked up, because I really like seeing my things on display like that. It just, like, I don't know. It's grounding.